Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the sign of Sag. It is not going to resonate with every single one of you out there. This is a general reading. I said that. I'm totally off track. What was I going to say? Y'all know the intro, okay? Time is elusive. We're all on different timelines. You know, all that jazz. Let's get into it. First card for the week, strongest energy, we have the Knight of Swords, followed by the Devil card, Major Arcana, the Moon card, Major Arcana, and the Two of Swords. So lots of air energy for you this week. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be important. We also have your Capricorn and some water, Cancers, Pisces, possibly Scorpio. So I do see some clarity coming in here where there once was none. Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Heavy masculine energy here as well. Male or female, it does not matter. Cancer energy at the bottom of the deck. Strength card. Ooh. Temperance, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups with the Virgo Hermit. Lots of major arcana here for this week for you, Sag. It's a big week. Lots of turning points here, either for you or for someone that you're connected to. We have Cancer, Leo, that's your energy, Sag. We also have Earth energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, maybe Capricorn in particular, Virgo as well. But I do see a masculine here, whether this is a feminine in masculine energy or whatever. Sex does not matter. There is clarity coming. Someone is becoming very clear on what they want and what they need and what they desire and what they're willing to put work into. This King of Swords is usually someone that is very logical minded, someone that likes facts over feelings, very facts over feelings, but it looks like this person was closed off some way. It's like they didn't want to see something, they didn't want to acknowledge something, especially when it comes to the heart space energy. Someone was trying to approach something with logic, trying to make sense out of something, and I think the reality is this is not something that can be made sense out of. This is matters of the heart. Someone could have also been avoiding their intuition, avoiding following their intuition because it's something that you cannot calculate, because it's something you cannot use numbers to figure out. But whoever this is that has been avoiding emotions, avoiding their intuition, I think it's going to the point where it's going to be screaming so loud that it cannot be avoided. This is also fear. Someone could have also been suppressing, not wanting to acknowledge that the reason they approach life this way, or relationships, it's because there's a fear of it. There's a fear of losing control here. Tying back to the Strength card, someone has been definitely suppressing the heart space, heavy. Because it's something they cannot control. It's something they cannot make sense out of. It's something they cannot make a graph to make a decision on. Some sort of unhealthy attachment here. It could also be that this is someone that you are not currently in connection with. I'm kind of getting that with the Hermit energy. This person seems to be in a sense of isolation, which is needed. You got a lot of major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 majors. It's almost like someone is finally growing up spiritually. It's like even if this person is an adult, maybe their spiritual growth has been stunted, clearly because they've been approaching things black and white. They haven't been allowing the spiritual aspect of life to sort of guide them, lead them. They haven't been working with it, which has caused a lot of resistance. It's caused a lot of resistance, but this Temperance here is telling me that this person's finally embracing that. Embracing the magic, embracing the mystery, embracing what can't be seen and can only be felt. Someone is finally balancing, because it looks like there is definitely a lack of balance within this person too. You also have 3 2s here. 2, 2, 2. Someone was definitely in balance. They weren't allowing their spiritual side, their non-physical body, their non-physical aspect of them to sort of flourish. There's been a suppression of it, which has kept this person very confused, very in a sort of elusive energy, very out of balance. But with 2 of Wands here, I do see someone is making a different decision. Someone is ready to make a different decision. And I do think it is in connection to you. This could also be someone that you are connected to that is creating this for you, helping you sort of see things finally. Things that have been, things that this person has worked very hard not to see, not to acknowledge. Someone's finally ready to do the work. We have the Eight of Pentacles here in your present position with the Devil card. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But this is also this person realizing they're unable to release something. There's a sort of could be obsession, determination. This person could feel they're sort of bound to you. Not necessarily negative, because it does depend on what's surrounding. Devil is not always bad energy. It's that detail-oriented energy, that particularness. Someone feels very connected to you, like they're unable to release it. That's most likely because you probably have more lessons to learn together, maybe some positive ones finally. It's like someone's been suppressing the emotional, the spiritual, because they have learned some pretty hard lessons and they're trying to avoid that type of energy. But there's more than one kind of lesson to learn in this lifetime. Most of us have spent a good amount of time learning the bad ones, the hard ones, the painful ones. But there's also beautiful lessons that are meant to be learned. Beautiful experiences that are meant to be experienced and lived and felt. So someone wants to put in the work. Whatever fears that they have had, I think this person's finally ready to release that. They're finally ready to move past it, move forward. We have the Chariot energy here. Cancer season could be an important time frame. But the Cancer energy also represents the mind and the heart all being on the same page. No longer resisting. No longer taming whatever they're feeling, because it does seem like this person's feeling a lot. There's a lot of emotion that this person has kept hidden. And I think they're finally ready to let it out. It's like, who let the dogs out? They're finally ready to release it, to sort of be in harmony. They're finally ready to sort of take responsibility. King of Pentacles. There is some sort of earth sign importance here. Someone's ready to take responsibility. They're ready to own it. The letter W or M could also be important for you. And this is all about renewal. This is all about letting the heart overflow. It's like, you know, when you plug something, or like, you know, you suppress something, when you finally release the dam, it's like this magnet, this, like, you know, overflowing of emotion here. 9 of Wands. I do think, as I said, so this is someone you're not speaking to. Could be a lover or old lover, love connection, or even a friend that you sort of had to distance yourself from because you're on a very different vibration. So I do get there's a bit of apprehension in sort of having this conversation, because I do think there's a conversation that needs to be had here with this King of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, yeah, confirmation of the conversation, and there's the release. There's the, like, I'm ready. Good news. Whoever this is someone you would love to, not love to hear from, but you wouldn't mind speaking to this person, because the Page of Wands is usually good news, something that you're excited, or someone you're excited to hear from. It could also be that there's an excitement that this person now has towards emotions and love, and allowing their self to sort of just sink into it. This is a sense of setting yourself free. Someone's finally ready to set themselves free. Whatever sort of indecisiveness or reluctancy, that is gone. The 2 of Wands is like, I'm ready. Also a card of new contracts and new partnerships. I'm ready to feel. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to be vulnerable. I'm ready to show. I'm ready to express. I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to do the work. 9 with the 8 of Pentacles. Empress. This could definitely be you. We also have the Queen of Wands here. So we have a King and Queen of Wands. I mean, Swords. So there is definitely going to be a conversation. One that someone has been trying to avoid, but can no longer avoid. Whoever this is, though, they regard you in a very high regard. Some of you, this could even be a mother. But there's a lot of respect that you either have for somebody or they have for you. They see you as top tier. They really appreciate, you've taught this person something different. You've shown them something different. I think they're finally allowing themselves to see that. They're willing to sort of allow themselves to fall into it now. Because there's no better than the Empress. Male or female does not matter. Taurus and Libra energy. They see how divine you are. And I think now they understand the only way they can coexist with you in your world is to allow the divine in to their self. Because the Empress, anybody that's resisting divine, she ain't gonna mess with them. She don't want nothing to do if you're not in tune. Seven of Wands, yeah, you've put up some boundaries. Definitely for some of you, this is a relationship that you have become single from. And with the Judgment there, it's definitely speaking to somebody you already have some sort of bond or connection with, that you've already made a decision on. That Queen of Wands, Swords, means you probably cut this person off at some point. Whether it's recently, I do think it's more recent. I don't think this is something that's from years ago. I do think this is something a lot more recent. Four of Wands, stability, commitment, balance, justice. Someone's wanting to give you what you deserve, what you've given to them so freely, without judgment, without condition. Even when you cut them off, it still feels like love, which is what I think is really eye-opening to this person. You know, you've healed so much. For the collective, this is for, because not all of you are on that vibration just yet. You're working towards it, but we're not all quite there yet. Okay, so let's see. This is a romantic reading for you, Sagittarius. What do we have? What is the guidance? I also think this Judgment speaks to a decision that you are going to need to make around a situation you feel like you've already made a decision on. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. I think this is the most honest this person has ever been to themselves and now to you. But I think deep down inside, you know that this has always been there. But you also know that you cannot force the horse to drink. You can bring it to the water. You can bring the horse to the water, but that don't mean it's gonna drink. You've allowed space, time. You've created the environment where now the horse is ready to drink. And drink. Might even get a little bit of water poisoning at this point. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Yeah, it's some sort of dynamic that this person has experienced since childhood. And we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So that could be a thing. We did see the Four of Wands and the Justice card. Guidance, please, for Sag. There was a lot of confusion. It's like I once was blind, but now I see. That's what I'm hearing. I once was blind, but now I see. Crystal clear. No doubt about it. Forgiveness. Yeah. You've already given this person forgiveness, though. And it's the forgiveness without the expectation is really what's hitting home to this person. It's touching their soul to the point where they can no longer deny the soul. Trust. That's what it's coming down to. You're teaching someone to trust. Not everything is meant to be explained. Not everything can be explained. Get more information. Guidance, please, for Sagittarius. Ooh. What is the guidance this week for Sagittarius, please? We have integrating the ego. Yeah, that makes sense. Tying back to the Strength card, that can also be a little bit of ego. Everything is for me, not against me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This person's perspective is changing. They see the purpose now. Love spell, you have been bewitched. I think this is more so for whoever it is you're dealing with, or however it applies. If you're the one that's sort of finally trusting again, that's what the Devil card is about. That's more so what I'm getting the Devil card is about. Someone is unable to release you emotionally. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Heavy emphasis on that Libra energy, but more so emphasis on balance. Not just being in the 3D, but also tapping and allowing your spiritual side to flourish. And what do you need to release at the bottom of the deck? Guidance, please, for Sag. Whoops, that's too many. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. What did I say? This is deep. It's very deep. That moon card with the Ace of Cups is depth like no other. Someone's finally ready to sort of, Be committed. It's like how the saying goes, like, marry someone that's ready to be a spouse, not someone that just wants a spouse. This person is finally ready to be a spouse. If they just wanted a spouse before, but they weren't necessarily ready to show up as one, this person is now ready to show up as the spouse. It's like that they desire to be a spouse. They don't just want a spouse. Okay, that is your reading, Sag. Hopefully it resonates with you. Thumbs me up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.